Most people believe wealth is about money, earning more, saving more, investing better. But if that were true, everyone with access to information would be wealthy. They are not. Because wealth is not built by information. It is built by mindset. And this idea is not new. It appears again and again in some of the most influential books ever written. Different authors, different times, same underlying principle. Your external results follow your internal patterns. In Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill argued that wealth begins with a decision, a clear, defined purpose, not a vague desire. Not, I want more money, but something specific, something emotionally charged. Because desire, when it is weak, does not survive difficulty, and building anything meaningful will involve difficulty. So the first shift is this: stop wishing, start deciding. In The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel presents a different angle. He shows that wealth is less about intelligence and more about behavior. You don't need to be the smartest person in the room. You need to be consistent, patient, and emotionally stable enough to avoid destructive decisions, because money amplifies behavior. If you are impulsive, it magnifies impulsiveness. If you are disciplined, it compounds discipline. So the second shift: wealth is not about knowing more. It's about behaving better, especially when emotions are high. In The Richest Man in Babylon, one of the oldest financial books ever written, the principle is simple. Keep a portion of what you earn. Not what is left, what comes first. Because most people increase their income and increase their lifestyle at the same pace, so nothing changes. But wealth grows from what you keep, not what you make. This is not complex. It is uncomfortable, because it requires restraint, and restraint is rare. So the third shift: pay yourself first, even when it feels small. Because consistency matters more than size. Then there is Outwitting the Devil, a less discussed but deeply psychological book. It introduces an idea that explains why many people never build anything meaningful: drifting, living without direction, reacting instead of deciding, following habits without questioning them. And drifting is dangerous because it feels normal. You wake up, you work, you consume, you repeat, but nothing moves, nothing builds, nothing compounds. So, the fourth shift: stop drifting. Start thinking independently. Because if you don't control your direction, something else will. Now here is where everything connects. All of these ideas point to the same core truth. Wealth is not just a financial process. It is a psychological one. It requires clarity of purpose, emotional control, behavioral consistency, long-term thinking. And most people struggle not because they lack opportunity, but because they lack alignment. They want results that require discipline, but live in patterns that reinforce comfort. They want growth, but avoid discomfort. They want change, but repeat the same behaviors. And this creates a gap between what you want and what you actually build. Because results are not based on intention. They are based on repetition. What you do daily matters more than what you think occasionally. And there is one final shift that separates people who build wealth from those who don't: time perspective. Most people think short-term, immediate reward, quick results, fast feedback. But wealth operates differently. It compounds slowly, quietly, almost invisibly at first, which is why many people quit early. Because nothing seems to be happening. But something is, just not at the speed they expect. So they stop. And when they stop, they reset the process, again and again. So the real question is not, do you understand these principles? Most people do. The real question is, are you living them consistently? Because knowing is easy, applying is rare, and repeating is where everything changes. So ask yourself, are you drifting, or are you directing your life with intention? Are your daily actions aligned with the future you say you want? Or are they quietly reinforcing the same results? Because in the end, wealth is not built in a moment. It is built in patterns. And patterns begin with how you think. If you like, subscribe for more tips on how the mind works.